Okay, if you're watching this video, you're now up to the stage of poster design generation. So at this stage, you'll generate 4 different posters using only your chosen typeface as your visuals. We go to the next step, just making sure our folio is set up correctly as usual. So if we come across to our exemplar, we will see a page that says present typeface poster. From there on in, we're essentially starting a small design process again. So we're going back to generate some ideas for our posters before we develop and refine them. Okay, so you will see the title generation of ideas, obviously not the one where your type has been placed, but the one further down in your folio. So at this stage, when you finish your 4 posters, you will place them on this page. Okay, so if we move forward, there are a set of rules when it comes to designing these posters. So one key thing, like we did for our typefaces, so we're able to refer back in our annotations, you must be using the research you collected for your posters as inspiration so you can refer back to them when it comes to your annotation. So the main thing to look at for these only type posters is to look at how they've used their design principles, because you'll be looking at those and making sure you display those throughout your posters. Okay, so remember, there is no inclusion of any imagery or drawn images. This is purely only using the type that you have created. As you can see in these posters here, there's no images used at all. It's purely typographic. Okay, so now that we know that rule for using our research, the next rule is to explore and experiment with a range of design principles. So you must show that you are using these design principles when it comes to designing your poster. So as we can see here, just reiterating that, each link will provide you with an idea on how to use your design principles to create a poster using only your typeface. So if we go down to the next slide, you'll be able to click on these links and they'll take you to small tutorial videos that explain exactly what it means to use these design principles and how they could possibly look on a poster using only your typography. But I do not want you to copy these. These are just guides and ideas. I want you to use your poster research as your inspiration, not these videos. And last things last, just setting up your file. So in terms of that, you should have your final digital file open with all your letters accessible, whether that be on Gravit, Vector, on an iPad drawing program or on Illustrator, it doesn't matter. The next step, keep that open. The next step is to open a new file. So you'll start an A4 file because that's what we want to print our posters in. You'll make sure it's for print because that way it selects the right colors when we come to printing it. So we have that here. So one rule to your poster, it must include a little label of the full word of what your typeface is called. So you can place that anywhere on your page when it comes to designing your poster. So they're the 2 rules. You must have the full word, small, placed somewhere on your poster, top left, middle, bottom, doesn't matter. Just has to be on there because essentially this poster is promoting your typeface.